The practice of granting asylum to people fleeing persecution is one of the earliest hallmarks of civilization. References to it have been found in texts written 3,500 years ago, during the great early empires in the Middle East, such as the Hittites, Babylonians, Assyrians, and ancient Egyptians. In the 20th century, the 1951 Refugee Convention and its 1967 Protocol became the cornerstone documents for the international protection of refugees. According to the Refugee Convention, a refugee is someone who, owing to a well-founded fear of being persecuted for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion, is outside the country of his nationality and is unable to, or owing to such fear, is unwilling to avail himself of the protection of that country. Since 1951, the situation has evolved. Armed conflicts in Africa, causing large-scale displacement, brought about the 1969 Organization of African Unity Convention. This extended refugee status to individuals compelled to leave their country of origin owing to external aggression, occupation, foreign domination, or events seriously disturbing public order. Likewise, in the Americas, the 1984 Cartagena Declaration established regional standards for refugees in Latin America. Marginalized groups such as women and girls have always faced particularly devastating consequences as a result of conflict. In general, women and girls are more often the targets of gender-based violence, which is frequently cited among the leading drivers of displacement. But not every refugee is fleeing a war zone. Many leave their homes for other reasons, whether it be persecution due to religious beliefs, or journalistic, political, or even artistic activity. Today, as noted by the 1951 Convention, a fear of persecution is still a key driver of flight, but the interpretation of persecution has evolved. For example, it now includes sexual orientation. The protection of individuals in need of international protection has a few fundamental aspects. Access to asylum procedures that are fair and efficient, safety from being returned to the dangers they have fled, measures to ensure that in the country of asylum, human rights are respected in order to live in dignity. Currently, record numbers of people are forced to seek international protection. Considering that proving fear of persecution has never been straightforward, it's crucial that persons seeking international protection, though in some cases fleeing in large groups, should never be denied an individual hearing to present the reasons why he or she needs such protection.